Good morning, traders. So we are still using the Bill-Williams theory and looking at the DAX this morning. So we ended up with another indecision bar, this range bar here on the daily, and that basically put us into a pretty well-defined range. So we've got two touches either side of this range. So, often when this happens, it's either a range break to the upside or obviously range break to the downside. So we do have this trend line here on the daily, and this is pretty much the channel that we have at the moment. So there's our channel. So there's our daily channel. We are in the middle of the channel at the moment. So this is kind of indecisive for me. The fact that we are above the alligator on the daily is indicating that we have a short-term trend and a potential trend change. So short-term trend up and a potential trend change from this long downtrend. But this has been an aggressive downtrend. So, we need to, it needs time to actually work itself out. So if we just have a look at the 4-hour, concern that I have looking at the 4-hour is that we've had this move down. We are now consolidating in a range, and it can go either way. So we've got some magnets to the downside. We've got a gap here. We've got the bottom of the channel here. And we've also got a range break target of something like that, which lines up with the bottom of this channel. Okay, so, I think that is the distinct possibility, and this is also a distinct possibility, a break to the upside to retest the highs. Okay, so I think that's kind of the net move for today. So one of three things is going to happen today. We're either going to continue in this range, up and down, or we're going to get a break. We get a break, you're looking at 10,875 as your target, and if you get a break up, you're looking at 11,263 as your target. Okay, so let's just confirm on the lower time frame, see if there's anything different. Nothing much. Yesterday was a volatile day. Strong move up, strong move down, leaving us with an indecision daily bar. Okay, now the one thing that I do see here on the 1 hour is that we broke above this level, we broke back below the level, and we've closed on it. So this could be seen as a retest. If I have a look at the futures market right now, flat at 1156, 11056. So yeah, so this is also setting up as a sort of a inverse cup and handle here. There's a cup, and this could be the handle. So that's kind of the way I see it at the moment. We do have two gaps to the upside. We've got one gap to the downside. So this is definitely a 50-50 call for me at the moment. The critical thing here, if I just adjust this, is these fractional levels. Okay. So break below this fractional. In actual fact, a break below this fractional here gives us a move to the downside. And the other thing that you need to look at, why I'm looking at a move to the downside, is this little flag. Okay, so I'm anticipating a second move of this strong move. This is a consolidation, and this is the range height, which basically brings us down to the bottom of the bigger channel. So that's kind of my bias for the moment, is a break to the downside. Tight stop zone place for today. So depends what happens at the open, but this fractional here of 11,065, so 11,070 would be a stop loss, but not getting into this trade now until 10 o'clock. So price may just rally a bit more into sort of a 50% Fibonacci. And let's have a look where that is. That's not too far, so that would be pretty much on the alligator here. If we do get some price action there, I think it would be worthwhile looking for a short up there, and then anticipating a break of this flag. If you can get an entry higher up, then at least you can have a 20, 30-point stop loss just to be safe. So what I would do is pick one of these inside tails like this one here, as my stop entry, or you could put it at the top of the range, but the range is pretty big. So now it's 120 point stop loss. So that's kind of the way that I would that I'm going to look at this. I think the potential is for another move to the downside. If we do break to the upside, then shorts are off, and then you're looking for an upside target to close. Well, this gap is pretty close, but to close the next gap to the upside and also test the previous highs, which would be the range height. Okay, so that's kind of my view at the moment. If I look at the oscillator on the half hour, it is indicating that we have a potential move to the downside. Awesome oscillator is below the zero. We are below the alligator. So everything is pointing to another move to the downside. Okay, sort of a second leg lower. Okay, and then the other thing that you can add in is that line. Okay, so that was a break of the upward trend, and that is now a retest. And then if you just use this red line of the Fibonacci, you'll see you have a potential falling wedge in the structure as well. So that gives you merit for a move to the upside. Okay, so very much a 50-50 call. I think the idea right now is to just wait and see what happens at the open. You know, if we sort of bounce the downside here and then you get price action indicating that there is a potential bottom happening again, it probably could be worthwhile of a long. That long may only come and test this flag break, but then at least you've got the confidence to move to the downside. Okay, so I think well, short story here is we are in a range and it can go either way. So we are stuck in a consolidation range for 2 days now. The alligator is kind of sleeping, so anything can happen, and all the hinges on a break above or below the range. Okay, so be careful. You can trade the range, or there are different patterns in the range, as I've shown you, that you can trade. And obviously, you just need to be very cautious how you trade it, because they may trap you. And this is an indecisive sideways move at the moment. And pointing out that trend line there, which was fairly strong, it was broken, and then this could be seen as a new downward trend line. It is a lower high, so a break below this level here would bring us into play. Okay, would bring this bottom gap into play, and then some of these inside tails here. Okay, so guys, that's it for me today. Hope it helps, and I'll catch up with you later. Cheers for now.